was your weekend?
I've been good since Thursday, baby.
Oh my gosh, yeah,
I've been good
official.
since Thursday. The word is out. We're back, yo. Listen, I know we lost to the Saints in between those two games, but we're back. And I say we when I'm describing my team because I've been a fan for 25 years. A lot of these players, they're not on the team that long. A lot of guys come and go. I say we, and we're back, yo. We're back. We got a franchise quarterback. We have an identity, bro. All seriousness, like, you got to be able to describe teams and say what they do well.
Mm-hmm.
That's your identity. We can rush the passer, and now we're going to slap you in the face with both Dart and Scatterboo.
Bro.
And anytime you beat Philly and it's not them resting their whole team, especially on prime time, you got to feel good. You got to feel good. They have an identity, like I said. Fun fact, you ready for this? Now, this is prior to the end of week 6, but coming into week 6, the Giants have picked up the most first downs in the NFL since Scatterboo and Dart became the starters. Dart just looks poised, bro. Looks poised. He's arrogant, but in a good way. He trusts his arm. He slings. I like that when the pocket breaks down, he's not looking at linemen. He's still looking up the field and trying to make plays. And dare I say, the Eagles might be falling apart because when they lose to the Giants, guys are unfollowing each other. Zadarius Smith just retired, led the team in sacks. We gave him a Dory Jackson to help sabotage the secondary. These are all, shout out to Brian Dable. He don't get too many shout outs. He went into the fucking blue tent because he's like, yo, listen, we can't. How many fingers, bro?
Get him out of here.
Get him out of there. All right. All seriousness, Andrew Thomas, have I not been saying offensive tackle of the year, offensive lineman of the year, just because when he's in there, he has allowed no quarterback pressures in his 3 starts since he came back. When he's in, the whole team plays better offensively and the offensive line just blocks better. And again, bro, they just have, I wish they had neighbors because we're being robbed of what could have been if they did have them in there. But for me, man, it's just something that they have an identity. They look poised. I don't like, what have I been telling you about Dart? With the hits.
You gotta start learning how to slide. You can't be taking as many hits. Yeah,
it's all fun and games.
A part of his identity,
for sure, which I'm praising. But also, like, bro, the seeking contact, it's not fucking, even SEC football is tough. But like, you're not playing Kentucky anymore.
Yeah, go back and watch John Gruden's quarterback camp with him. It's like Gruden's #1 point of emphasis. He's like, Dart, you got to start learning how to fucking slide, man. Like the same exact shit you're preaching now. And here's the thing. You can't stop winners and their habits, no matter how bad that winning habit is. And in this case, it's effort and it's the willingness to go for the extra yard, which a lot of quarterbacks still don't have. Spencer Rattler, why people don't feel as confident about him. Like how I do with Jackson Dart. Like you have to feel like his comfortability is light years ahead of people that are even in year 2. Like I would argue and say that the comfortability and flow of the game didn't look like this for Drake May. It doesn't look like this for Bo Nix. Like I just feel like what I mean by comfortability is when you're in the heat of battle, for you to give a referee a high five, like on the goal line, that's swagger. That is a level of like, oh, I'm in control of the moment. And I'll finish off with this. One, when we start giving good takes on this episode, don't be afraid to give a little Cam Scatterboo, just
yeah,
little twitch.
The CTE Caucasians. That's what we got.
You might catch me hitting a little surf if I give a good take.
All right.
We're back.
Yeah.
We're back. He's allowing it. You know what I mean? And we got to run with what they've presented us.
And yo, bro, they beat the defending champs convincingly. It wasn't a fumble. Like it was they beat the shit out of them.
Yeah.
And like, yo, Philly's going through it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Philly is definitely going through it. Week 6, they're still at the top of the division, pending what happens on this Monday Night Football game. We'll update it as we continue to go. But I feel great, man. I feel great. I just love that they have an identity and they're fun again. Wandale Robinson is becoming a guy you got to start in your fantasy league. Obviously, Cam Scatteraboo, Little Jordan Humphreys was making some plays. He had good chemistry in the preseason with Jackson Dart, and then they bring him back in, and he picks up right where they left off in the preseason. So, listen, man, I'm excited. Guys are still getting way too open in the secondary, but Brian Burns, we talked about him a couple weeks ago as like a defensive player of the year candidate. He was like 120-1. Now he's 30-1. He got the celebration with the Spider-Man. Shout out to Spider-Man.
By the way, cool. He spent all his VC on celebrations.
Bro, 100%.
Like he has every 100%. Single one, bro. Like he has the ones that you have to be a 99 overall to even unlock. It's absurd. Everything is so fluid. Best celebrations by a defender, dare I say, ever in football. I think it is. It's just he's Spider-Man, bro. I know you love it.
Yeah, no, I definitely love it. I definitely love it. You know what else I love? Like we hinted at it before. We haven't even touched on it yet. The Bijan Robinson legacy game. Look, he didn't score the 3 touchdowns that I said he was going to score, but have yourself a night. Over 230 scrimmage yards. He has one less game played than Jonathan Taylor. Right now, it's a two-headed race between him and Jonathan Taylor for Offensive Player of the Year. Yeah, does he get vultured by touchdowns? Sure, he does by Algier. But you know what? If he out-touches him 4-1, I'll take that any day of the week. We complained about it a couple weeks ago, how it was like 17-16. That worries me. But when it's what it was on Monday Night Football, where they have a marquee win for the franchise on Monday Night Football, that's what I wanted to happen. Guess who they play this week, bro? A fucking practice squad defense of the 49ers after they just lost Fred Warner, who's out for the year. He was like their most stable piece that was never hurt. Now he's out. We'll get into the Niners in just a sec, but just to put a bow on this conversation with Bijan Robinson, this is what we needed. This is what you need. This is why I loved what you said about Jalen Hurts at the start of the year, where you had Commanders, Bills, Commanders, all primetime games. That's what you would want. Now it seems like Washington, that game, they're going to be better than what Philly is at the moment. And who knows what Buffalo's going to look like. We'll get into that right now, the conclusion of that game. The Falcons, it was the Trust Me 23-6-1 on the year. Sorry, in the last year and a half. Had the Falcons as the Trust Me at +5. Loved them on the money line. Yeah, Bijan Robinson also did score 1 touchdown. He didn't score 2 touchdowns, but he just went absolutely crazy. You can't be upset with the game that he had. We'd be foolish. And then, like I mentioned about the Niners, and I know I've been long-winded, George, they play them on Sunday Night Football. So it's another national spotlight game where if they could have him over there, he has another one. Guess what we're doing this week? We're running back the 3 touchdowns.
As soon as props become available, put the props in.
Yeah.
As soon as they become available.
Bijan Robinson, man, what a fucking game. Absolutely love it. Like we said, 20-1 to win Offensive Player of the Year. That's the tickets that we're holding on to. And more importantly, it'd be a 4-peat. I feel really good about that. What'd you think about that Bills and Falcons game?
First off, I thought Josh Allen looked lost, bro. It's a mix between them not having any receivers that can win one-on-one matchups. Khalil Shakir is your best option. Keon Coleman is like almost not even referenced anymore, like by the announcers, as far as people that can present an actual threat and win one-on-ones. And when you have that mixed with the defense knows James Cook and your identity is running the ball now, it's a bad mix. And honestly, I feel pretty worried now about our Bills and Rams Super Bowl prediction from the beginning of the year. The AFC is filled with a bunch of frauds. And I don't know if it's fixable with this Bills team, truthfully. Like, what pieces can you bring in at the trade deadline that allow you to be a contender at a legitimate high rate Like right now, that's what you need. And the last thing I'll leave off with is Sean McDermott with the clear frames, bro. What is this? Not a good look on primetime when you lose wearing clear frames. Your defense is already suspect and fraudulent, and you just got put on primetime television. What happens to people in that division that wear cool glasses? They eventually become first coach to be fired bets that Nick puts in the following year. We saw it with Mike McDaniels. Sean McDermott, if he keeps it up with the clear frames, could be our candidate next year.
Bro, do you remember what we said about them after the playoff game? I wouldn't have been mad if they made the change then. Look, he wins in the regular season, right? But there's something to be said about sometimes you just need a new voice in the locker room.
Yep.
And I feel like their ceiling might be the AFC title game because that's what we've seen it be on multiple occasions. We got to wait and see. I'm really concerned about Buffalo. I said to you 2 weeks ago, after they beat up on the Ravens, and now look, the Ravens are 1-5. And are they going to be sellers now at the deadline? They're going into the bye week, and then they get Lamar back, and then their schedule really, I like I said, I think they run the table. I truly believe that. But are they going to keep this core? Are they going to be like, let's just pack it in, bro? Let's just pack it in. Who knows? But with Buffalo, I'm very concerned. Defensively, it seems like they can't make a stop when the team needs to. Offensively, they really need a number one weapon. In the passing game, right? Kincaid was out. Is he that valuable that the offense kind of stalled?
Yeah.
James Cook, he had a pretty good game on the ground. He had 87 yards, went over his yardage total, but he didn't, 5 yards a carry. Maybe they should have fed him more because he was playing well. Josh Allen, when he doesn't have the cape on, 2 interceptions, and he got sacked 4 times. Atlanta's a really good team when they play indoors. And when they play at home, too. This was a big win for them on Monday Night Football. Like we said about Bijan, this is what we wanted, Bijan. Bijan ended the game with 25 total touches to Algiers' 11. I'll take that. You give me 25. 25 touches should be the bare minimum.
Mm-hmm.
And, bro, you're 23 years old. I don't want to see you on the sideline ever.
Yeah.
At all.
Which,
no.
by the way, they did on the final drive where they kicked the field goal, obviously, to go up by 10, but there was 4 plays in a row where Bijan wasn't on the field, and I'm like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
You're trying to win the game here, are you not?